Hi everybody, this is Ospreyeye from MyChartCoach.com, and we're going to take a look at 11 marijuana sector stocks that were in play today. Okay, first up is TRTC. Okay, this stock has been on a really nice run. It was up multiple days in a row. We posted videos and charts last week showing the sweet run that it was on, but today it stalled out. As you can see here, it hit the 300-day simple moving average at 0.309 and pulled back, and so that the upper wick and the long pullback, that's signaling profit taking. That's what we like to call a climax spike. Noticed how during the 7-day run, you had this increasing volume pattern with a giant volume spike today, combined with a long upper wick. That's signaling, the climax spike, the signal to lock in gains, look for a reload lower. The share price did close below the 200-day simple moving average at 0.289. That's going to be the key level to break. If the candles do pull back, the first support level to hold is EMA 4 at 0.266. If it pulls all the way back, you could see a pullback down to 24. Okay, that was the high close here. That's going to be the key level. It's lined up with EMA 8. So yeah, really sweet run. It just looks like it got a little ahead of itself. As you can see, RSI was 75 overbought levels. The pullback did correct fasto. Okay, if you look at the TRTC weekly chart, these are old annotations. As you can see here, we were tracking the pullback, the big pullback in the bottom, and then it held support down here at 15 on the weekly chart, and then last week there was a close above the middle Bollinger Band, currently at 0.223, and that was signaling more upside potential. It also closed above the 100-week simple moving average at 0.256. So this week what we're looking for is a close above the 250-week moving averages. The 50-week moving average at 0.298 is the big level to break on this chart. If it can break above that level, you could see a big run higher, possibly run up and test this 50 high close resistance zone. Okay, so yeah, TRTC has been on a really nice run. It's on a very good uptrend. It just looks like it could possibly cool down. As long as support holds, the uptrend should continue. Okay, let's look at CNBX. This is another stock that followed through nicely today. Congrats to everyone that's been following our charts in TA. Gotta love it when they follow through. Now RSI is hitting 70. It's hitting the overbought power zone. If you look back here on this big run, the big multi-day run in February, RSI did push well above 70. So it has pushed above 70 in the past. That's good. That does mean it can head higher in the overbought power zone. But many times these penny stocks will top out when they hit 70. So just keep that in mind. Fasto is at 97, so that is hitting almost maxed. 100 is maxed on Fasto, so it is temporarily overbought. Nice breakout on ADX with plus DI breaking out. Okay, the big move today is the break above the 200-day simple moving average at 133. If you caught yesterday's video, you would have seen that was the big resistance level we were looking to break and test today, and that did happen. So very cool. Congrats everyone. So now we want to see that level hold. If it holds, the next big level to break is going to be up here at the 100-day simple moving average at 184. So that's going to be the next big resistance level. There is the high close back here. You've got some resistance just before that level. So yeah, this is a very sweet multi-day run. Notice it's on a 4-day run, so we'll see how many days it can stay up in a row. If it does pull back, notice the close was well above the upper Bollinger Band. Look for EMA 4 at 117 to be the key support level to hold if the share price drops back below the 200-day simple moving average. It would be best if the red line held. If it held, could see a nice launch up to the 100-day simple moving average. As long as the middle Bollinger Band holds and the candles are above this green line, the 50-day simple moving average, there will be more upside potential. Notice volume has been increasing. Okay, let's look at MCOA. Okay, this is Marijuana Company of America. It's heating up, closed up 25%. RSI is at 66, so there is a little bit of room to run till 70, 72 on Fasto, so a little bit of room there as well. Notice this has been on a multi-day run as well, but it spent 3 days, just kind of actually 4 days, not moving very high. This was a consolidation pattern, but leading up to the big breakout today. Notice the long upper wick and pullback on Friday. It had broken the 50-day simple moving average at 0.024 on Friday, but failed to close above. The close above that level today is signaling more upside potential. So we want to see that level hold. Once again, it did close well above the upper Bollinger Band. If it pulls back and it stays above the 50-day simple moving average, it's going to be very bullish. That's going to be signaling more upside, and we're going to be looking for a run up to the 300-day simple moving average. That's our next target. If we can get above this 28 zone, notice how it was support back here. You know, a lot of candles hit that level. If we can get above 28, you could see a run to 0.034, and then you have the 100-day simple moving average just above. So yeah, there's a nice uptrend starting here. Notice this is a breakout to the upside after very tight Bollinger Bands. Okay, the upper Bollinger Band's the solid purple line, the lower Bollinger Band's the solid purple line down below, and so the breakout above is signaling that the stock wants to head higher. So this is a possible new uptrend. Notice giant volume behind the move today. So this was the largest volume since back here. This big volume bar was what we call the load. You know, this is the off of the low on the bottom of the pattern. When you see the bottom of the chart, when you see a big volume bar with a long lower wick, many times that signals the bounce players have loaded, big players have loaded, and then now they're being rewarded with this big move today. So yeah, we'll be looking for more follow through and for the uptrend to continue. Let's take a look at MJTK. Another MJ sector play, starting to hit overbought levels on RSI. Fasto did close above the 80. Bull cross here on ADX. You know, we want to see the black line cross the red line to the upside. So ADX above minus DI is a very good sign for the bulls. Okay, so today was the classic close above the 50-day simple moving average, currently at 0.0020. That's the green line right here. So you want to see that level hold. As long as that level holds, there should be more upside potential. Okay, if you look here, there was 0.003 was at the top back here in May. So we want to see a break above that level. If that happens, the next target is going to be the 100-day simple moving average at 0.0048. So yeah, this is looking, once again, you have the tight Bollinger Bands here, and then the breakout to the upside with the move above the 50-day simple moving average on a big volume spike. This is signaling the possible start of a new uptrend. Okay, notice the pattern in the sectors is, you know, this is a sector-wide move. I'm showing you chart after chart that looks very similar. So that's why we're saying that the marijuana sector is starting to heat up. When you see these sector-wide moves, many times trading firms are buying shares in multiple companies at once. So what we're doing is we're just along for the ride. We're following the money, and so right now the money is flowing into some of these marijuana sector plays. So here we go. We've got RSI at 62, so there's some more room to run. Fasto at 99, that's maxed right there. So that's like really overbought. If you can see here, it closed near high of day. You got the bullish crossover here on ADX, so that's a signal the bulls are taking control. So GRNH is just like the other plays. Okay, check it out. You got the big volume spike. Right, you got giant volume with the push above the middle Bollinger Band and above the 50-day simple moving average at 0.050. So just, I mean, this exact same chart. Different companies, same chart. What we do is we follow the patterns. Okay, we learn the patterns. It doesn't. The only thing that changes for us are the ticker symbols, and we always look for the patterns, because the patterns are what lead to the pot of gold and away from danger. And so here, a close above the 50-day simple moving average is signaling more upside potential. So on a pullback, we want to see that level hold. As long as the candles stay above this green line, there should be a run up here to the 100-day simple moving average. If it can break above that, then you're looking at you know, a potential run back up to these prior levels. The 300-day simple moving average is above at 0.068. So yeah, this chart is heating up. It's always nice when there's a big volume spike that accompanies a break above resistance. There was a P-star bull flip. Now for these marijuana sector stocks, you know, a lot of them have disappointed. You can see here where they closed above. There was a close above the middle Bollinger Band and it pulled back. You know, closed above and pulled back. You know, closed above, pulled back. You know, it's been happening quite a bit where the runs have been failing to follow through. You know, it happened back here in April. You know, so once again, the bullish change in trend here is the close above the green line. Notice on none of these days did it close above the 50-day simple moving average. So that's a big signal to us that the sector is trying to turn bullish here, and so we want to see that level hold. If the candles pull back below the 50-day simple moving average, that's going to be a big red flag for for any of these stocks that have closed above. And then if they break back below the middle Bollinger Band, then all bets are off. You don't want to be riding these OTC penny stocks with candles forming below the middle Bollinger Band on the daily chart. That unless you're short, you know, you don't want to be long on the wrong side of the trade. Okay, let's look at RMHB. Rocky Mountain High Brands here is heating up. Now this chart isn't at overbought levels yet. If you can see here, our RSI is at 42, so it needs to get above 50 to really get going. If you look back here on this last run, you can see when it broke above the middle Bollinger Band back here in May, it really got going, had a really sweet run, and RSI got above 50 and ran all the way up to 70. So this is looking like the start potentially of the next run. So what we need to do is we need to, and the same thing happened on Fasto. So we're looking for the same setup to happen here. We want to see Fasto break above 50. We want to see RSI break above 50. This is a nice start here on ADX with plus DI crossing minus DI to the upside. And so today the bullish move was the close above EMAs 4 and 8, closed right at EMA 13 and the 300-day simple moving average. So it needs to get above multiple resistance levels here. But you know what we're looking for tomorrow is a close above the 300 and the middle Bollinger Band at 0.065. If they can get back above the middle Bollinger Band, like this candle right here, then it could get a nice move going. Notice how each time it closed above the middle Bollinger Band, it made a nice run. And so that's the next move we're looking for. We want to see it close above that level, and then maybe we can get another run going. So keep an eye on it. It looks like the chart is heating up. Okay, OWCP. Okay, this is a stock a lot of people are talking about. This is trading at a little bit higher level than some of those other penny stocks. It's at 51 cents right now. We want to see RSI above 50. It's at 40 right now. Fasto got back above 20, so it's no longer at oversold levels, so that is good. Bullish crossover here on ADX. Now you've got the green line above the black line. That's cool, but both these lines need to get above the red line for the chart to really heat up. This has been in a strong downtrend, and it's similar to Rocky Mountain High Brands, where it's trying to reverse course here. It's trying to bounce off the bottom. And so for this chart, the 300-day simple moving average at 42. Down here, the blue line is the key level to hold. That is also lined up at the bottom of this channel. The close today above EMAs 4 and 8 is the bull signal. So now we want to see a break above EMA 13 at 53 and then get back above this resistance zone here. If it can get above the 50-day simple moving average at 64, then it could really get moving. If you could see here, the 100-day simple moving average is all the way up here at 93. So yeah, so the chart's heating up. It just needs to break resistance, and you know, it needs to get back above the middle Bollinger Band to get an uptrend going. So keep an eye on OWCP. Another one to check out is PMCB. Okay, this is at overbought levels on RSI and Fasto. You've got the bulls breaking out here above ADX. And so this has been in a very nice uptrend off the bottom. So you can see here that it hit the low down here in May, came back, made a higher low, and then it had a break above the middle Bollinger Band here the first week of July, and then it closed above the 50-day simple moving average, above the 300-day simple moving average, and then today it closed above the 100-day simple moving average at 0.0791 and right below the 200-day simple moving average at 0.0822. So that's the big level to break. It's the top moving average right now on this chart, and so if PMCB can get above that level, then it could really get running. You could possibly see a run back up to 10 or higher. You know, this has got a really nice uptrend going. Once again, this is another marijuana sector stock. All these stocks are in the marijuana sector in this video. Okay, another one to check out is VAPE, V-A-P-E. Okay, this is trading in double zeros, so it's not as solid of a company. You know, when you get more and more zeros, it's less solid of a company. It usually means more shares, etc., more dilution. And so what we want to see here is a break above 50 on RSI. Currently, it's at 51, so that's good. It's the first time it's been above 50 in a while. That's why we're showing your chart here, because it's finally starting to heat back up. Now you've got Fasto back above 70. You've got the bulls taking control with the green line above the red and black line. And so the bullish move today is the close above the middle Bollinger Band. Okay, that's currently at 0.037. If you look back here, it tried to close above the middle Bollinger Band back here in May and June, failed to, and you have to go all the way back here in April and February, whereas the last time that it was holding above the middle Bollinger Band, you know, there's a little close right here, but You get the point. This is a bullish change in trend. Whenever the middle Bollinger Band has been big resistance and there's a close above, that's a signal possible new uptrend is starting. You know, it's on a big volume spike. So what we want to see is we want to see the middle Bollinger Band hold and a break tomorrow and a close above the 50-day simple moving average at 0.0044. If that happens, then you know we could be talking about these higher levels later in the week. So tomorrow, let's see if VAPE can get above the 50-day simple moving average. Okay, now two more stocks. When we show you these stock score charts, these are OTC stocks that are not on stockcharts.com, and so for these we go with EMA 4 and 8 trading strategy. And so if candles are forming above EMAs 4 and 8, which are the pink and blue lines, that signals the stock is in play. If they're trading below, that signals that it is not. And so today there's a close above EMAs 4 and 8 for MJ sector play BLDV, so keep an eye on it. It could get moving higher if it holds support. And then another one to take a look at is VGID. Okay, this is a stock trying to turn the EMAs 4 and 8 into support. It did close above that level today. Notice the long upper wicks on the candles. The share price has been running up intraday and then pulling back. There's been really big volume. Notice the increasing volume pattern. There was some after hours dark pool trades going through. So this looks like a loading pattern. Supposedly there's some news coming out. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. All you can do is follow the charts, and sometimes they follow through and sometimes they don't. So what we need to see here is we need to see the EMAs 4 and 8 hold. If the candles break below and start forming below that level, that'll signal downside risk. We want to see it close above 0.0018, and then ultimately 0.0022 is the big level. If it can get above that level, it could really get running. So keep an eye on it. Okay, thank you very much for checking out these marijuana sector stocks. If you'd like to learn more about stocks in that sector and how to trade them, please check us out at mychartcoach.com, and please watch our YouTube videos on mychartcoach.com YouTube channel, and please subscribe to the channel. All right, thank you very much.